have a long experience in the group business. I worked for 3 major carriers, Unum, MetLife, and the Standard. I've managed in Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, Michigan, Washington, D.C., and in Florida. So I've got a wide breadth of experience, different folks, different companies across the country. Have been with GIS now going on 2 years, coming up this September the 4th. And I'm responsible for sales and the kitchen sink. So with that, Randy Wilson is on the line. Randy, if you just give a little bit about yourself and pass it on to Bill.
All right, thanks, Dan. As Dan mentioned, I am the Director of Account Management and Implementation for the Mid-South region. What I really do is oversee the operations area for Mid-South, including implementation, pre-sale marketing, account management, and work with some of our back-end teams, our service team in Tampa, as well as our billing team, if the case is TPA build. I have about 20 plus years in insurance experience. I worked as an underwriter and implementation lead for MetLife. I managed teams in 9 different regions when I was with Met, focusing really on final underwriting, implementation, and account management for both small markets and the mid-market space. Been with GIS for a year. Dan brought me on last September. And really overall, just responsible for overseeing success of the marketing, enrollment, site build, and carrier implementation, as well as the build readiness of the groups, as well as any service escalations that might come up from the account manager. Just an exciting note for us, we are just ready to hire a sales specialist that also is coming in with a number of years, about 20 years also, of major carrier underwriting experience. She's going to be taking over the sales specialist role and working with Dan to market cases to our preferred carriers. That's I've been filling in that role for a couple of months, but she'll be taking that over. So we look forward to working with you all to give your groups a successful, efficient, less stressful enrollment, and also ongoing administration experience. So I will turn things over now to Bill, and he will tell you what he does.
Thank you, Randy. My name is Bill. I am the GIS account manager for this market. I've been with GIS Benefits for the last 5 years. My responsibility is to make sure the websites are built for the groups. I do provide test employees to the broker's office and the group after the site's been built. Once testing is done, I open the website up for an employee to elect benefits on the system. We can provide the log information by email, or we can provide by login guide. During open enrollment, I do provide progress reports, and once open enrollment is done, I provide training to the group. I am the contact person for the group if they have any questions how to process any changes on the system. So after open enrollment, we don't go away at all. I'm here to help out.
All right, Bill. Thank you. And with that, I'll just jump in right now into a presentation. So who we are and what we do. GIS Benefits was formed in 2007. The impetus of it is how can we help carriers? How can we sell ourselves to carriers to make their processes more efficient? We did that by creating an application that we could enroll employees for, make the process for brokers very seamless and easy. So that was our genesis. Now today we manage over 1 million records on 6,500 plus enrollment platforms. And we by far are the nation's largest non-medical GA with $450+ million of in-force business. We're in the major metropolitan areas. We have 21 locations across the country. We continue to grow an employee base of over 150 GIS employees and over 100 Boone Chapman associates that work on GIS business. We're unique in the fact that a couple things. we are paid solely by the insurance carrier, MetLife, Lincoln, Reliance, Standard, Unum, these folks right here, to enroll and administer their core coverages, dental, vision, basic life, voluntary life, STD, and LTD, so that their process is by using us. We save them time, we save them money. It's a worthwhile experience. So couple things that you'll never hear from us: we do not split commissions with a broker or an agency, either on a first year or bonus commissions, nor do we charge the customer a PEPM for the build of the platform and ongoing services, or is there a setup fee? These carriers pay us also to put in additional coverages, which round out what the offering is for the employee. And we want to bring down Fortune 500 type benefits down market, and by our ability to do that with special relationships with carriers to get lower participation requirements, we're able to do that. What we do is we bring to bear technology, enrollment services, administrative services, and marketing. Not just in the fact that we can, provide you with quotes and provide you with a comparison, but product-oriented, lower participation limits, exclusively through GIS benefits, higher guarantee issue limits, exclusively through GIS benefits, product offerings that you can't get anyplace else than through GIS benefits. From a technology perspective, not one size fits all from an enrollment platform. More and more, we are being part of a replacement of a payroll vendor's benefit administration platform for a lot of different reasons. But primarily that the customer sees value in, one, our platforms, and two, our administrative services on the backside. What we have here is 3 different platforms, starting with Benefits Connect, which was our original platform. We added then Ease. We subsequently added Employee Navigator, and Celerix is really a custom build platform for larger groups or for specific carriers who have product sets that platform allows us to showcase. Ease is by far our major build. Probably 70% of what we're building is on Ease. Employee Navigator is moving quickly in that marketplace, primarily because of its ability to interface with payroll vendors, Paycor being one of those. But from a technology perspective, we do a discussion of what's important to the customer in terms of their enrollment platform, and then we size up with you guys what's the best system for them. Obviously, there's no cost, and these systems can all be built within 2 business weeks timeline, and that's built, tested by us, you, and the customer, and then deployed. So very quickly, we're quick on our feet. Obviously, the platform allows for enrollment, and it allows for online enrollment. It allows for iPhone enrollment, tablet enrollment, completely mobile accessible. We also offer services when additional lines of coverage are offered, voluntary benefits such as critical illness, accident, hospital indemnity, and whole life insurance. We can offer benefit center help, and that can be in a couple of different versions. It can be our patented call out enrollment center, or for smaller groups, it can be call in, depending. One-on-one site, I apologize, I'm looking for a big X to put through there. We don't think that we're going to see much of that in the fourth quarter, unless, miraculously there's a cure. And also personalized forms. Personalized forms are for those customers that, will tell you that they can't get their people online. That, even though they have mobile phones, can't get them to enroll. We can build personalized enrollment forms to capture the enrollment and then download that information into a platform so that moving forward, your business administrator at your employer can have a upfront set up enrollment platform for new hires on a 24/7, 365 basis. So there is some value, obviously, in those forms. You know, our services include the medical goes on the platform, and we enroll the medical. All of the ancillary coverages, our partner carriers coverages, are built in on the back side of the platform. These guys have direct connections with the platform so that whenever a change is made, they're updated in the system. Sorry, get to the right one. So we have that connection set up with the medical plans. If the medical plan has more than 100 employees on it, we will build an EDI interface with that medical carrier to enroll those employees in coverage. If there is less than 100 employees on the medical plan, we'll deploy a manual enrollment eligibility management where we will, when changes, terms, ads are made to the system, we will update the carrier through their portal, come out, update the system, and send the business administrator updated information about the employees, payroll deduction, and benefits. Also, we provide a combined ancillary billing for the employer. The value of this is that when looking across carriers, sometimes you will have clearly winners of a better dental and vision carrier than you might have a life STD, LTD carrier. We can put both of those companies on one bill. The employer pays one bill, making their lives as simple as possible. So from the standpoint of enrollment and administrative services, we provide a one-touch system. Once the platform's established, new hires come on, they elect benefits, and we manage the eligibility of all plans that are on the platform. Lastly, marketing. Marketing is becoming more and more of a major function with us, and when I say that, carriers are interested in building their blocks of business with us. As you might imagine, you know, a product that's put on a platform is more persistent, more sticky. And as a result of that, we're receiving offers from carriers to do shadow pricing on groups, especially at this time of the year. So those are things that you'll be hearing more about from us. But when you think about our value to the marketplace, and we're talking a little bit more about it, I can write critical illness, accident, hospital indemnity down to 2 lives enrolled. We can provide $150,000 of guarantee issue voluntary life at 50 lives and up, and $100,000 at 49 or less. So we offer you as the employer, as the broker, the opportunity to give your customers bigger and better benefits where they can't really get them anyplace else, while at the same time giving you guys the opportunity to get the most out of a customer in terms of products that are needed and that are worthy of an employee's choice. So with that, Bill, I'm going to turn this back over to you. And you can take it from there. All right.
Perfect. Thank you, Dan. So I'm going to show everybody the ease system today. So I'm going to show you how, if an employee had to log in to elect benefits. The system has 2 ways how it can provide log information to new hires or employees at open enrollment. One way, the system can generate a login guide. The login guide is what you can see on my screen now. It generates a login guide for each employee that has the website, makes up a username, and makes up a password. Now with this page here, an employee logs in and they can elect benefits. So that's option one. The second option is that ease can email the log information to the employee's email boxes. So if you do provide us the employee's emails, the system sends the log information to the employee's email, and they'll receive an email like this. This subject line you see here can be customized. Any of the verbiage in the body of the email can be customized too. Once the employee receives this email, all they do is click on where it says sign up in blue. And it automatically brings them to the website. Now for an employee to log in for the first time, they have to create a password. So I'm gonna make up a password. Retype it again. Of course, it does provide directions what the password has to contain. Click on agree to term. Where you see the logo here is where we can put the logo for the company. And this background you see here can be customized too. So we can do customized background and custom logo for any group on the website.
And just for everybody's knowledge, we build demo sites for carriers. So this is just one of the many carriers, obviously, that we have. We're doing, lots of business with Unum, so just an opportunity there to showcase them a little bit.
All right, so I'm gonna click sign up, and the employee is logged in the system. The system does have the capabilities of changing different languages. So if the company has a lot of Spanish-speaking employees, you can change the verbiage to Spanish if you wanted to. Also have an option for Chinese and Japanese as option 2. For an employee to get started, you can click the start button in blue. The first page just tells the employee how long the process takes. It takes about 15 to 25 minutes to get through the system. Also reminds them to bring any dependent information, and also reminds them they have to hit the finish button to finish the process. Let's click start. The first page is a profile page. As you can see here, most of the information has been pre-filled in already for the employee. We collect that information from the group before open enrollment on an Excel file. So before open enrollment, we upload all the current employees' information to the system. And once employee logs in, if something is wrong, like an address, they have the ability to update it if they want to. Also on this page, we can ask other questions like t-shirt size or emergency contact information. If the employee tries to hit the continue button, it does stop them. So anything that's required on this page has to be answered before they can move on. So let's add an emergency contact. And once everything's filled in, the employee can hit continue at the bottom of the page. And now we move on to the dependent page. If the group does provide the spouse and children information before open enrollment, we can upload that information to the system. But if an employee needs to add a dependent, pretty easy to do. You just click on add dependent in blue, and now an employee can add another child if they want to. Messed up the social security number. Let me try that again. Once the employee is done adding dependents, hit the continue button, and now we move on to the document section. On the document section, this is where we like to upload any benefit guides, anything that you want an employee to click on that they acknowledge they have reviewed. So what we upload today is a claim form. So the employee has to click the review button to view the document before they can finish. So once they click review, document does pop up. And now, of course, the employee can print off this document or they can save it on the desktop. Of course, we can add links to websites too that you want employees to acknowledge that they have review on the system. Let's hit continue. Next, we move on to the benefits. This order of benefits you see here can be customized. So it's up to the group or broker to decide the order of benefits on the system. The first benefit is a basic life plan. Any of the verbiage you see at the top of the page can be customized, so you can say anything you want. We also can add videos to each benefit too. So we add a human benefit video. Of course, this benefit is employer pay because it's basic life, so the employee cannot waive the benefit. It just shows the benefit amount, and it shows the cost at $0. If the employee clicks on the summary right here, the basic life summary does pop up for the employee, and now the employee can print off the summary or they can save it on the desktop. This pay example is semi-monthly, so the system can do different pay cycles for employees. So we have some employees are bi-weekly and some are semi-monthly. That's not a problem at all. And we can set up different divisions too in the system. So, and classes. So if you want divisions for billing reasons, or if you need classes for different benefits, so say some employees get $50,000 for basic life, and some employees only get $25,000. We just have to add classes to the system so the employees get the right benefit. Next, we move on to the medical plan. Once again, any of this verbiage at the top page can be customized. This benefit does require an employee to elect or waive. If the employee tries to move on to the next benefit, the system does stop the employee. If the employee chooses to waive the medical plan, we do capture waiver reasons why. If the employee does choose enrolled, it shows the cost for employee only. If the employee clicks on compare plans, it actually breaks down the two medical plans, and now the employee can choose which plan is best for them. So let's do family coverage. So I'm going to elect it for my spouse and my 2 children, which does change the cost of the 2 medical plans. Each medical plan has a summary attached to it and a link to the medical website. So if I click here, it takes me to the Florida Blue website. And of course, we can do that for any benefit on the system. So let's do the PPO plan. Hit continue. And now it gives me the option to select an FSA plan. If an employee does want an FSA plan, you can select enrolled and add the amount he wants to contribute. We also can add HSA plans to the system and HRA plans too. Before I move on, I do want to bring up this total section here. This total section does show the total amount that's going to be taken out of the employee's paycheck for benefits. I'm going to waive the dependent FSA plan, so I'm going to click X here, and it waives the benefit for an employee. Next, we move on to a dental plan. We added section 125 language at the top of the page. We also added a video too. If the employee wants family dental, you just click enroll for everybody, and it shows the cost right here. On the dental page, we have summaries, we have flyers. We even have a link to the UM website so an employee can find a dentist in network if they want to. Next is the vision plan. I'm going to waive this benefit and move on. Next is voluntary life AD&D. If the employee does choose enrolled here, it does show all the options the employee can get for vol life. Once the employee clicks on different amounts, it does show the cost and amount. We have uploaded all the age band rates into the system, so all the math is done for the employee. So if he elects $80,000, the cost is going to be $5.85. The guarantee issue for this employee is $100,000. If the employee does go over the guarantee issue amount, there will be a star next to the number, as you can see on my page. So let's say we select 200,000. Once the employee goes over the guarantee issue amount, the screen does pop up, warning the employee they have gone over the guarantee issue amount for Vol Life, and now they're required to complete an EOI form. We do have those EOI forms on the system, so if I click right here, EOI form does download for the employee, and now the employee can print it off and fill it out. Please note we only charge employees for approved amounts. So as you can see here where it says $7.31, that is the guarantee issue amount for 100,000, and the $14.61, that's the pending amount for 200,000. Once the EOI form has been approved by the insurance company, they do contact GIS Benefits. We update the system for the company, and then once we update the system for the company, we do send a confirmation email to the client notifying the employee's been approved or denied. We provide them new benefit amount and the new payroll deduction amount. So let's select spouse and child too. So I think for the spouse, it shows all the options the spouse can get for Vol Life. Guarantee issue is $25,000, and the child has an option of $2,000 to $10,000 for Vol Life. Next is some disability benefits like voluntary STD. If the employee does click enroll, it's just 60% of the weekly salary. And of course, it has the rate in the system, so it shows the cost here at $9.60. Next is voluntary LTD benefits. This benefit, once again, is just 60% of their monthly salary. Next is the accident plan. I'm going to waive it. The system can also do critical illness and hospital indemnity plans for UM2 on the website too. Next section is the beneficiary section. If an employee elects basic life or Vol Life, the system does require an employee to add a beneficiary. If an employee has a spouse or a child in the system, they're automatically added to this page, as you can see. But if the employee needs to add other beneficiary, you click on Add here, and all the system needs is first name, last name, and a relationship for the beneficiary. Page does provide directions at the top of the page. And now the employee adds his percents in. They have two options. They have primary or secondary. If the employee does not do his math correctly and just goes over 100% or less than 100%, the system does stop the employee. They do have to correct that amount before they can finish. As it continue. Next is the summary page, which shows all the benefits employees elected or waived. If an employee changes their minds on any benefits, they also can hit this benefit tab, number 4 here. Brings them back to the benefit page, and let's say they do want to elect the vision coverage. They can click on the vision plan, select it for the family, hit continue to save, and now instead of going through all the benefits, you can go back to the summary page here, and now it shows they elected the vision plan. Of course, the employee can print this page if they want to by clicking the print button. Employee does not have to print this page because after open enrollment, the employee can log back in the system, view the benefits they elected, and print the summary page if they want to. Once I hit continue, I move on to the page where I sign the application. The system collects this information 2 ways. First, you have to type the employee's name in, and then you have to sign the name. If an employee is using a smartphone or a tablet, they can use their finger to sign. If not, they can use a mouse. And of course, there's some insurance companies we can pre-fill out some of the EOI forms. So it's filled out the UM form at the top of the page here. And now the employee has to print off this page and fill out the health questions if they want to, or if they have to. They can sign it. And once the employee's done signing the application, hit finish signing. If they want to give any feedback about the website, they can. Please note this information does not go to the group. It goes to Ease. And now from here, an employee hits the finish button, and employee's done elected benefits at open enrollment or if he was a new hire. If you click on this document tab here, this is where we can upload claim forms, benefit guides, certificates, anything you want the employees to download at any time during the year. So if you click right here, and then download the flyer that employee clicked on. So any questions about the E system for electing benefits at all?
Hey, Bill, would you just walk everyone through the open enrollment is done, it's been closed down, we've got everybody but 2 stragglers, which are, our general participation in open enrollments is in between 85 and 95%, so normally really high. Would you just walk through the process of getting everything to the carrier and then, maybe a little bit of ongoing service, and then what you do at renewal and how renewal is handled by us to help these guys? Yeah.
Fine, no problem. Pull up my admin account here. So after open enrollment, we do provide reports to our carriers. We also provide medical reports to the group and broker. The reports are very easy to run. Of course, we provide training to the group on those reports. But let me show you 2 good reports, like a pay reduction report and an enrollment census report. So I'm going to run those reports next. Choose the benefits I want to see. The first report is pay reduction report. We provide this report to the broker and group after open enrollment. Courses and provide you the pay reductions for an employee's benefits. Has employees' information at the beginning of the report. And if I go to the far right, provides the plan they've selected, tells you the coverage code, and then it provides you the pay reductions from W through Y and the effective date. So it's a pay reduction report. Next is the enrollment census report. We do provide these reports to the group and broker after open enrollment. For our carriers like you, MedLife, or Principal, GIS benefits submit that stuff to the carriers, get processed after open enrollment. For the medical side, we do provide a medical report to the broker and the group so they can update the medical system for open enrollment. So here's a sample of enrollment census. Provides the employees information. Means home addresses, dates of birth, job titles, marriage status, hours worked per week, salary information, and then it provides you the benefits. Tells you your plan name. Tells you the coverage details. Could be employee only, employee spouse, family coverages. We do capture waiver reasons for medical and dental plans. So we do capture waiver reasons why the employee waived the benefits. The report also provides you the total cost and also provides you when the employees sign the application online. And this is one of the reports that we provide to the group and broker after open enrollment. Of course, after open enrollment, we do provide training to the group. Admin training takes about 50 to 60 minutes. Once that admin training is done, we provide those admin accounts to the group. Once the training's done, if the group needs more training, I can provide more training to the group. Of course, the group can either contact our customer service team by email or phone, or they can contact me, the account manager, by email or phone for any questions during the year for processing any changes on the system. So we don't go away at all after the training call for the groups.
Well, I'm sorry, Bill. I just want to make sure you cover what we do at renewal, how we go about renewal.
No problem. Yeah, no problem. Right. So at renewal, probably about 60 days before the effective date, I will email the broker with the renewal information. So, for example, say the group has UM and MedLife benefits, I will provide you guys renewal letters with the renewal rates on there, of course. From there, if we want to shop, we can. If we want to keep the current lines, just let me know. You just need to provide me some information, like if the employee contributions are changing, what we're doing for the medical plans. Once I receive all the information, it does take me about 5 to 6 business days to update the website. Once I'm done updating the website, I provide test employees, and then we can open the site up for renewal. So once again, I provide the renewal information 60 days before the effective date. That gives us enough time if we want to shop the lines if we want to, or if we want to add new lines. Also gives you guys enough time to provide me the medical renewal information. Once I get all the information, I update the website to 5 to 6 days. We like to provide 2 days for testing, and once we're done testing, we can open up the website. So we're looking at about 6 to 8 business days once we receive all the information to get the site ready for renewal. Dan, is there anything I missed on that process?
No, that's, you know, we hope you guys take away the fact that, you know, really when it boils right down to it, the system and management of the system, the eligibility, the billing, making sure that the system is updated and ready to go. You guys don't have a responsibility in that. You just really need to focus on what's primary and most important to you is the medical, and make sure that we get the medical information at renewal in advance time to open up the site and to you know, do a tally of new enrollment. So that's it. All right, Bill, if you'll toss it back to me, I'll get into the Core Plus 4 and real quickly.
Hey, Dan, one other thing that we do have the ability to do is if there are stragglers that aren't getting into the website to sign up for benefits, we have the ability to send reminder emails out to those individuals, and then you guys also get a daily breakdown of who has enrolled, who's in progress of enrolling, and who has not been to the website yet, so we can keep track of how the enrollment is going and kind of prod people if the percentages aren't where they need to be at a certain time during the open enrollment period.
Thank you, Randy. If you guys can see my screen right now, introducing Core Plus 4. You know, we did not sit on our hands during COVID-19. We really looked at the marketplace. We looked at what we were seeing and hearing from our partner carriers and what they were going to do in terms of rate increase and, you know, where they thought this was going and how it would impact their enrollments and everything. And really what it boiled down to us was it was an opportunity to expand our services both up and down the marketplace to relieve what is likely to be, you know, some very difficult times. You know, our intent is always to provide great benefits, benefits that an employee couldn't get unless they came through GIS benefits, and we've been able to do that. Quoting and pricing down market, primarily, you know, at the smaller end of the marketplace, when you have cases that fall outside of participation guidelines or being able to be written, you know, our carriers now have established new underwriting policies for us where we can do great things with even small groups. Our ability to offer services is obviously in the premiums that's charged. So we have some contingencies there, but enhanced plan designs for smaller groups, higher benefit amounts, higher GI amounts, and then, primarily an open enrollment opportunity all the way around where it's going to be a little bit crazy to be able to get it done, but can we make the most out of it when we do? So what we've come up with is Core Plus 4. And what it does is it stretches now our ability to go down from 25 benefit eligible lives down to 10 benefit eligible lives, while at the same time as maximizing an opportunity to provide engagement and education from very small groups up to larger groups. So when you look at what we require in order to build a platform is for all sizes of groups, the employer needs to pay for the employer life insurance or the basic life insurance, needs to provide for a disability benefit, and needs to have some portion of the dental benefit be contributory. From there, we have a platform, we'll put the medical on it, we'll do the medical administration, and we'll give that small employer the opportunity to buy voluntary life, voluntary STD, vision, and legal, which will become just part of the offer. We're seeing more and more adaptation to it, and it's becoming a request virtually on everything, so we're putting it on it. When you get to 50 lives or greater, you can add the first core 4 coverages, and then you can add accident, critical illness, hospital indemnity, and we have a couple of variations of some permanent life insurance that we're marketing now as well. So an employer base that's provided a basic life LTD plan and a little dental coverage can have their employer group, 50 lives and above, be offered 8 additional coverages, as well as, and where this is the uniqueness of what we're trying to do here, is we're going to help where we need it, where you need it, employee meetings that we would build and host on a webinar. We'd have an inbound call center for the smaller groups, an outbound call center for the larger groups, 50 lives and up. And we'd basically be offering the employer the opportunity where it's going to be hard to do enrollment meetings. If you have a need to communicate benefits, if there's philosophy that you want to communicate, whatever the process, we're going to give that employer some additional assistance in order to do it. So it's really nothing more than expanding down market our ability to build a platform by incorporating some non-contributory coverages or contributory coverages, and then up marketplace to be able to fold into, a enrollment platform and enrollment call center that can meet the engagement and educational needs of the employer. Carriers are excited about what we're doing. MetLife has basically come down and said, hey, we won't offer voluntary critical illness, accident, hospital indemnity for groups less than 200 lives. With GIS benefits, it's now down to 50 lives that they'll offer it to and above. They're providing us special rating tools for dental and vision, as well as Unum is doing the same. Their small business center underwriting team is looking for the opportunities to always be offering our services when those coverage requirements are met. And then Principal just did a really good job in this marketplace. We now have API connectivity with them, and they offer a triple threat with their dental plans, which I think is unmatched in the business. So with that, guys, it's been us doing a lot of talking, and hopefully you guys doing a lot of listening, and you found interest in, what we're doing and how we can help you. We look forward to the opportunity. We also want you to know that we're adding carriers to our mix. We're adding product options like, whole life below 100 lives at $100,000 of issue. We've got carriers now coming and offering us shadow pricing deals. Reliance has one now, 25 lives and up, where they'll guarantee employer savings, 2-year rate guarantees on all coverages, including dental and vision, and matching at the current rates. So it takes them right out of the quoting process for someone who's looking for a platform, someone who's interested in, maybe communicating higher levels of benefits to their employees and saving money at the same time. All of which we're going to support with broker and employer collateral. And then you'll be seeing from us shortly a GIS specific on pricing of how we'll package, groups of products together in a PEPM that we can sell to an employer on an average that makes, buying coverage a lot simpler. Looking for the opportunity to expand both up and down marketplaces. So, with that, I'm going to call it quits. I'm hoping, are there any questions that you guys might have? And would there be any follow-up necessary in order to maybe facilitate, a clearer, perfect understanding of what we've documented and gone through today?
Hey, Dan, John Clark here.
John, thank you.
Yes. Not so much questions, but just some comments. First, thanks, Carly, setting up the call and everybody participating. Dan, thank you for you and your team. And again, hopefully what people hear is access to enrollment platforms with the support of GIS and really bringing down market some really great products and solutions and using their size and leverage to get things done with the carriers. This call couldn't come at a better time as we head into busy season and open enrollment and trying to communicate benefits in today's environment. And we really need to make an effort to, both with prospects and clients, to really get them off paper and use the electronic enrollment capabilities that are being made available here. It's a way that we're going to be communicating and enrolling benefits in the future. So hopefully, I would say, Dan, as far as next steps, again, for account managers, if you have an account that's renewing and you have an opportunity to add additional lines of coverage, additional revenue, and move them off paper onto a platform, now's an opportunity to get Dan and his team engaged. And then from a producer's perspective, hopefully you're talking to your prospects about, are they on paper? Are they offering a wide range of benefits that can be made available? And you can bring this solution to them. So I think it was a great message, Dan. And again, appreciate your team's time this morning.
Thank you, John. I couldn't have summed it up better myself. Guys, we look forward to the opportunity to work with you. As it is with anything, it's about building good, solid relationships, and we look forward to the opportunity to show you what we can do. So everybody, let's have a killer Monday, a great week, and have a good evening. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks.